For more on this, let's go to RT's Anya Parampil in Helsinki.
It's been just over 24 hours since Presidents Trump and Putin met here in Helsinki in a bid to build trust and cooperation between the United States and Russia. No solid agreements came from the summit, only a promise to continue the conversation. Still, that alone was enough for the Washington press corps to lose its collective mind.
If this happens on my watch, there will be sanctions, there will be penalties, there will be hell to pay.
Possible Vladimir Putin brought a hypnotist to that meeting instead of a translator?
As you've seen, President Trump's words today, so solicitous towards the authoritarian leader of an expansionist regime, struck many, regardless of their politics.
I'm worried he let Putin annex one of the 50 states.
There was no explicable reason why so many Russians attended the Trump inauguration.
Of course, we should assume that the Russians would never tell the truth.
Fox News host and daughter of the U.S. ambassador to Moscow, Abby Huntsman, said on Twitter, "No negotiation is worth throwing your own people and country under the bus." The New York Times went so far as to recue a strikingly homophobic episode of its Trump Bites series, which depicts President Trump fantasizing about a romantic rendezvous with Putin.
Do you have a relationship with Vladimir Putin?
I do have a relationship with him, and I think he's done a very brilliant and amazing job. He's put himself, really, as, you know, a lot of people would say he's put himself at the forefront of the world as a leader.
All this because President Trump said he'd like to get along with Russia. But the press is not alone in its rejection of diplomacy. On Capitol Hill, members of Congress took a break from partisan politics in order to denounce the Trump-Putin summit in unified song. Senator John McCain released a statement reading, quote, "Today's press conference in Helsinki was one of the most disgraceful performances by an American president in memory. The damage inflicted by President Trump's naivete, egoism, false equivalence, and sympathy for autocrats is difficult to calculate, but it is clear that the summit in Helsinki was a tragic mistake." The Republican was echoed by Democrat Bill Nelson of Florida.
The president seems to be acting in the interest of Vladimir Putin. And this just confounds me. It confounds no less than our colleague John McCain. And I think that the president is going to have to backtrack on this, because I think there is already such an outcry. You can't stand up in front of the Russian leader that has assaulted with cyber attacks your country and stand there and say that the intelligence community's report that was unanimous is not correct, and that the Russian president was correct. This is just, it's bewildering. It's mind-blowing.
Following Monday's joint press conference, Senator Lindsey Graham tweeted, quote, "If it were me, I'd check the soccer ball for listening devices and never allow it in the White House," a reference to the soccer ball Putin gifted President Trump during the press event. Few Republicans have come to the president's defense. However, Congressman Dana Rohrabacher spoke about the charges of Russian meddling in the 2016 election, telling Bloomberg, quote, "We meddle in their elections. We meddle all over the world at a much higher rate than what Moscow does. And maybe it's all wrong, but the fact is, we helped overthrow the government of Ukraine." Then there's former FBI Director James Comey, who complained on Twitter about Trump's decision to speak with American media following his meeting with Putin. Comey tweeted, quote, "Having sold out our nation on an international stage, Mr. Trump will now explain it all to Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson. I'm guessing RT and Sputnik were unavailable. He owes it to our nation to sit down with a serious journalist." If the past day is any indication, President Trump's promise to pursue peace with Russia over politics will be no easy task. But for the record, Mr. Comey, our crew is here and available. Reporting from Helsinki, this is Anya Parampil for RT America.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.